Another episode of the world's fastest growing podcast. We back in Atlanta, Georgia right now. You know, we in Atlanta with the Culture Lab. I got an NBA great, All-American, McDonald's All-American, number 3 draft pick. You know what I'm saying? South Atlanta in the building. My guy Derrick Favors in the building.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, my man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Happy to be here. You know, and I'm blessed.
Man, I'm gonna take it from the top, G. I got like 1,000,001 questions for you, man. Like, let's talk South Atlanta first.
Right.
Born and raised. How was it growing up out there? And I'm from New York, so where's South Atlanta at? Like, cause before we try to.
It's not too far from here. It's on the south side part of town, off of Cleveland Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just growing up over there, it's just a regular neighborhood. You know, I know everywhere. You know, everywhere in the world is good.
That's a fact.
So it's the same. It's similar to everything. But growing up over there, man, it was, you know, just everyday stuff. Made a lot of friends. It's a great community. And plus the high school, you know, high school is high school.
Popping.
Yeah, so, you know, it is what it is. It's what you make it.
Who put the ball in your hand?
I did.
Nobody else? Not
I
the
did,
neighborhood,
nah.
no uncles, none of that?
They helped me. But originally I did. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, I grew up playing. I think I started playing organized basketball at 10. But before then, you know, I was always outside in the parks, back in the backyard playing.
How tall was you when you like 10?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No,
because I'm only you like 6'9" now, right?
6'9", 6'10", yeah.
So I'm thinking like 10. You probably wasn't 6 foot though, right?
Not at. I don't think so. Not at 10.
Okay,
maybe,
okay.
Maybe like 5, 10.
Okay, okay.
11, something. Not 6 feet.
Okay. Did you always know you was this like kind of better than everybody? Because I've been around like a lot of basketball players, like growing up in New York. I've been around Lamar, Steph, my cousin, Skip, and all of them. And I used to go basketball games with them, and they used to destroy other people.
No, I didn't get. Well, I don't want to say better than everybody, but I didn't get really good until maybe 14, 15 years old.
Damn.
That's when I started to kind of stand out.
Okay.
But before then, I mean, I was just a regular kid, just playing because I loved to play.
That's crazy because you was McDonald's MVP that year.
Yeah, that's in high school.
I know, but I'm thinking like no, because usually when you like that, you kind of dominate.
Yeah.
Like all through.
Yeah,
like all them years and stuff.
Like around 14, 15, I don't know, when was that, like 9th grade?
Okay.
8th grade, 9th grade year, that's when I started to kind of separate myself in my class, high school class or whatever. Going on AAU trips, going to camps, that's when I started to separate myself and become one of the better players, you know, in that class.
When you play AAU, who was like some of the players you played up against in AAU?
Some names you guys might know. Lance Stevenson.
That's my guy.
New York.
Lincoln, Brooklyn.
Dexter Strickland. You from up that way.
Yes, sir.
He was in the same class. Trying to think of some up north
Lance
guys.
will make you dance. Shout out to Lance and Mike Beasley. I beat it. They playing 1-on-1.
Malik, you remember the dude Malik Waynes, I think? He's from like Philly.
Yep.
From Philly.
Yep. Yep. We basketball fanatics over here, man.
So those are up north guys that I remember. But guys like John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know if you remember this name, but a guy named Renardo Sidney.
Mm-hmm.
He was in my class. Avery Bradley.
Avery Bradley was so tough.
Yeah, so we had a
he was a
deep
beast.
class. Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. So you get to high school, right? South Atlanta. That's the name of high school, South Atlanta?
South Atlanta High School.
That's
it's
crazy.
Atlanta Public School.
When I Googled it, I was like, the name of the school is called South Atlanta High
South
School?
Atlanta
That
High
sounds
School.
like a straight up like, just like record album or something. Because it's called South Atlanta High School.
South Atlanta High School, yep.
When you get there, you said you didn't dominate, but like when you got to like 14, that's when you started like really.
I started to separate myself. So in 9th grade, I mean, I was still good, but I wasn't the best guy.
Okay.
And that didn't start happening until maybe my 10th grade year, 11th grade year. That's when I made that big jump.
Did you always play the 4?
4, 5. Growing up, played a little bit of 3.
Okay.
I mean, when you're young, you just play any position.
I was watching I was watching the other day. I was watching I think it was a Carmelo show. And Amari Stoudemire was on there. And they was talking about when they was trying to trade Carmelo and they brought your name up. I don't know if you heard this. You heard the story?
Well, now I know the story, but I haven't heard it.
So it's crazy because I reached out. I was like, that's crazy. So George Carlin was trying to trade for you. They were trying to get it because you had just came in the league and Carmelo, you was young and they wanted to start all over. And they trying to trade you for Carmelo when Carmelo went to the Knicks. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. I was in trade rumor since I got drafted.
I'm talking about you like you don't know about you. That's crazy,
when
right?
I got drafted, I remember the trade rumors were Carmelo to
Yeah.
because they was getting ready to move to Brooklyn, so they needed a superstar. So, and my name was in that trade room to go to Denver.
Okay.
He goes to Brooklyn.
Okay.
He ended up going to the Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that story.
So you obviously dominated high school as you got older.
Right.
McDonald's All-American. How was it just being named the McDonald's All-American?
Man, I mean, that's a dream. Well, especially back then.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
at that time, that's when you know that
Yeah,
hey,
man.
I'm established. I'm who I'm supposed to be, especially coming out of high school. And around that time, that was a huge honor. I think that's what everybody played for.
That was
to
like
win a state championship and to be named the McDonald's All-American.
Yo, you was a McDonald's. It was like people don't understand how that was back in the day.
Back then, yeah. That was,
Back,
that was
I don't know if
a
it's
big
like
deal.
that now,
I
but-
don't think so.
but back then it was like that, to be a McDonald's All-American, just that jersey. You still got your jersey?
I still have it.
And you won MVP.
I won MVP.
How was that? And who's in your class? Who's in your McDonald's? Who's in that McDonald's game? You remember some of the players?
The guys I named earlier.
Okay.
All of those guys.
You
who
killed
else in
that
the
game too, though.
Mason Plumlee.
Ooh.
He's with Phoenix right now. He's still with Phoenix doing his thing. Who else was in that game? I don't know too many other guys. I can't remember too many other guys that was in the game that made it to the league.
To come back to Atlanta with the MVP award, how was the reception, yo?
I mean, everybody was excited. It was just it didn't mean that much to me at the time. But looking back on it, I'm like,
Man, that's
that was
epic.
That was a big thing.
How
You know,
that's like man.
Yeah, I remember I went back to school. I had my they gave us a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Make it. Went back to the school, wearing my ring, had my some gear,
Mm-hmm.
had like the little book they gave us, just showing it off. But I think the people that was in my high school, they didn't really know the significance of that, like being a McDonald's All-American.
That's crazy. It's not like when things happen, we don't understand like how big it is until like years later.
Yeah, it's a year.
You be like, dag, like. we
I
don't-
got to remind myself that, damn, I won MVP.
Yeah,
I got on
but
that.
that's like
Yeah,
epic. That's
exactly.
like epic. Like, like to be real with you, like you really are a legend, though. I don't know if
I appreciate
you was a number 3 draft pick. Like, who's the number 3? Like, we know basketball. Back then, to be the number 3 draft pick, McDonald's All-American MVP. I mean, when you do something like that, that means you reach a certain plateau. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that means all the hard work paid
So-
off.
yeah.
All the sacrifices
Yeah.
paid off. You know, you got to give yourself pat yourself on the back.
So I'm gonna ask you this real fast. Out of all the schools to go to, you chose to stay at Georgia Tech.
Yep.
Why?
Why? A number of reasons. One, so my mom, she didn't drive on the expressway a lot.
Okay.
Georgia Tech, from where I live, is like maybe 15 minutes down the road. You can go the street way, the back roads to get there. So that was one of the reasons. Her, my grandmother, sister, all my friends, family, just a quick 15-minute ride to come see me play. Two, I grew up loving Georgia Tech.
Squad.
So when I was growing up, I didn't have cable. So the only teams I saw was Georgia Tech, UGA on the college level, and on the professional level was the Hawks and whatever team was playing on Sunday on ABC. So I watched all the Georgia Tech games that I was a fan of.
Shout out to my guy Kenny Anderson, left rack.
Kenny Anderson, yep.
Man, that's
Kenny
my
Anderson.
guy.
Yeah.
God. So you go to Georgia Tech. Did you know you was gonna be one and done?
I mean,
Yo, listen.
according to
You
the
stayed there
plan-
for like 2 days,
yeah,
man.
so according to the plan, if I went in and did what I was supposed to do,
Okay.
yes. But if I didn't handle my business, I wouldn't mind saying another year. But I went in and I did what I was supposed to do. And, when they say top 5 pick, you gotta. There's no staying.
Did it? Because obviously they guaranteed you that because you were number 3. We gonna go
Yeah.
there, but like, just
I mean, I did what I was supposed to do. I showed what I was supposed to show. I produced. I was efficient in everything. And when I did my draft workouts, I did good. So
did
gotta
you
leave.
do a lot of draft workouts?
I didn't. I did 4 draft workouts. I
Did
worked out for Philly, New Jersey, Minnesota, and Sacramento.
Okay.
Four teams.
I remember that draft like it was yesterday, G. Like, and I remember, we from New York, so we
Yeah.
also Jersey
Oh
fans.
man, I heard everything, man. I heard all the stuff. They were like, "Oh man, we drafted Derrick Favors. Why we drafted him? We got this guy still left on the." I heard.
Yo,
all of it.
it was a
I
mixed.
get it though.
It was mixed emotions. It
Yeah, I
was
get it.
mixed emotions.
I get it.
No, but see, I'm a basketball head, so I
Right.
knew who you was. I was like,
Right.
nah, son is alright. He gonna be alright. I know my other cousin, he's like, man, I don't know, man. I was like, he gonna be alright. So you number 3 draft pick, which is crazy. Was you at the draft?
I was at the
Yeah,
draft.
I'm
I
sorry,
at
you
the
was
draft.
at the. I'm
Yeah.
tripping. How was that?
Oh, that was a dream come true. No, as you playing basketball, that's the dream.
Man, that's
to be
crazy.
in that room and hear at the time David Stern call your name.
That's
no matter
crazy.
if you go on number one or wherever you go, you're like, man, I want to hear David Stern call my name. I want to get up, hug my mom, hug everybody, walk on stage, put the hat on,
It's
shake his
crazy.
hand.
G.
You know, that's the dream. That's what you work hard for.
That's crazy. So, you drafted by, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your welcome to NBA moment?
On the court.
Just in general, like it could be from ladies to finances to the court. It could be like,
I think my welcome to the NBA moment off the court was when I was able to buy my mom a house.
ooh, you
I think that was
love that.
because, you know, growing up on Cleveland Avenue, stuff get kind of crazy sometimes, and the house wasn't the best of houses.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got the chance to finally, get a paycheck, I asked New Jersey, can I get an advance?
A word?
Money. Yeah, so they gave me an advance,
That's respect.
and I used that money to buy my mom a house. Bought her a house and a car.
Shout out.
Yeah, so
Why did you only stay in New Jersey for like half the season though? What was going on?
you gotta ask them that. I don't
No,
know.
cause I'm just, you know how like, we don't, you see so much stuff behind the scenes, you hear stuff, but like, you was there for like a minute.
Yeah, so this how I took it. I knew as soon as I got drafted, I was in the trade room. So I went through from, let's say, September all the way to February, the trade deadline. Trade rumors. And I think the front office and ownership, they wanted to trade me.
Word?
Yeah, because like I
What?
said, they needed
Okay.
a superstar to move to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know? So I understood that, but I don't think the coach.
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to
that was at
trade
the
me.
time when they were transitioning
Yeah, from Jersey to
to
Brooklyn.
Jersey to Brooklyn.
And I
Oh
think
yeah,
at
that was a
that time-
crazy time, G.
Avery Johnson was the coach. I think he didn't want to trade me because I was like 19 years old. He didn't want to.
That's
trade
my
me.
guy too.
So yeah, so it just I think that's what happened.
And then you go to Utah.
Culture change. Like you come from Atlanta to New York, and
Man.
I love New York. Like I love New York. Everything about New York, I love. That to
Man,
go
you was in
from
Utah
that-
for a minute though.
Yeah, to go from that to Utah.
How like going to that? Like Utah just. I
Man,
was supposed to go out there for a show and they canceled the show. I just 801 area code.
I mean, this is around 2011. Like 2011, Utah totally different from 2025
Okay.
Utah. So when I get out there, there's nothing out there. Like the whole city just looked great. Like no color,
It's crazy.
no nothing.
And it's freezing probably.
Cold. I think when I first got out there, I caught the flu for the first time
Yo,
in my life.
freezing out
Yeah,
there.
I caught the flu. So I got out there, man. It took maybe, I say 3 years till I got comfortable. And
Okay.
I decided to stay out there year round just to give it a try. I've never been on the West Coast. Never really been away from home. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay out here. It's time for me to roll. I'm just going to stay out here. And when I stayed out there, I fell in love with it.
Was Sloan your first coach?
Now, Sloan,
He was gone. Who was
he was
there?
gone. Ty Corbin.
Oh, Ty Corbin.
So by the time I got
He went to
there,
Minnesota University. Yeah, that's where he
I think
went.
so.
He old school. I remember him. Yeah, he
by
was the
time
assistant.
I got there, Jerry Sloan left, and I got traded for Darren Williams. That's when he
Oh
went
yeah.
to,
Oh, that's when he went to Brooklyn.
Yeah, Jersey.
Wow. Who was one of your vets in the league?
Oh man, by the time I got to Utah, man, I had Watson,
Ooh.
Al Jefferson.
Ooh. Big Al was so nice. He don't get no credit.
None.
Yo,
Man. He one of the coldest guys I've
He's so
ever
nice.
played against, man.
he's so nice. And it's like he's like unorthodox. Like
No, it's just simple.
he
got 2 shots, and you
Drop.
know what he's going to do, but you cannot
20 and 10.
stop every time. The only thing, he was just 6'9". If he was 7 feet, he'll probably be a Hall of Fame.
Wow.
To be honest. Marvin Williams.
Okay.
Paul Millsap.
Ooh. Paul was so nice.
Memo Oker. Remember him?
He played with my cousin Mike when they won the championship. The Pistons.
Yeah, yup, in Detroit.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. Memo,
Yeah.
Memo was nice
Memo
too.
was nice. By the time I got
Yeah,
there in
he was
Utah,
nice.
he was having back issues.
Was Karolinko there with you?
Karolinko was there.
He was
Yep.
nice too.
Raja Bell.
Raja Bell.
Yeah, some names.
He had
Josh-
beef with Kobe.
Josh Howard.
No, that's oh yeah, Josh was there too. Yeah,
Some
yeah.
names, man.
Oh yeah, I had a squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a squad. What the transition from college to the NBA? Let the world know how, like, on the court, how different the
Oh,
transition
it's
is.
definitely different because you dealing with high class athletes all the time now, and they grown men, so they got grown men strength. They've been training. They got bills to pay. You know, they got their stuff that they doing. So you getting everybody's best game every night. The athletes are different. The game is more physical.
Game
Back
is
then,
fast, G.
not as much now, but fast. You got to think more, and you got to handle yourself as a professional. You can't come in as an 18, 19-year-old still being a kid, because back then you was in the locker room, the second youngest person might be 23, 24.
Yeah, it's not like that no more.
No, it's not like that. Everybody around the same age, but back then, man, you was playing against grown men.
What? Let's go back 15 years. NIL comes out. What's Derrick Favors getting NIL? Like how you handling that? This you know what I'm trying to say, situation being on Cleveland Street, they come to you, what are you doing?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's gonna take $1 million. If they're giving it out, like why not?
I'm saying
they're giving it out, you know.
Do you kind of feel like it's messing up the game though?
I don't think so. I think it's helping the game because now it's allowing guys to stay in college who need to stay in college.
Okay.
Instead of, you know, coming in your freshman year and you might not be ready yet, but the money's there in the NBA, so now you leave, go to the NBA, and your career kind of fizzles out because you don't live up to what you're supposed to live up to. But now NIL allows you to stay in college for 2, 3, 4 years, develop how you need to develop, make some money. So now when you go to the league, you either prepared or you got some money in your pocket.
Yo, I think it's crazy with this NIL thing.
They're taking a lot of money.
What?
Taking a lot of money.
And it's like you could transfer, you want to transfer.
Man.
It's I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Like I seen where guys get like $4 million.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? $4 million?
Like, it gotta throw you kind of like motivation off. In fact, this thing I get $4 million. I ain't trying to even go to the league no more, yo.
That's what I'm saying. You can stay in college now. I seen guys stay in college for like what 5, 6, 7 years, red shirt years, COVID years. I'm like, man.
Basketball has changed so much though, man. Like, you been watching the playoffs?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Just give me your insight on like how the game is now. Like, what you think about it?
I think the game is going back to where you have to build a team. You can't rely on 1 or 2 guys and just build a team off of, you know, mid-level guys or guys who may or may not supposed to be in the league. Now you have to really build your team from top to bottom. Have a second unit and actually have a team. And I think that's why OKC's dominated like that. They are a team.
I know, because our Knicks, man. Thibodeau don't even play the second unit, man.
That's Thibodeau thing though. He gonna play the starters 40 minutes.
Like
second unit, you know.
So do you have a thing with the? I always talk to some of the guys. Like I talk to JR and BZ all the time, and they always say that they're way better than the younger guys that's out now. No, but the younger guys is dunking off their, like they doing stuff I ain't never seen.
In what sense though?
I'm saying
they better than the.
I'm saying like
guys.
More skill in a sense. Do you think? Okay, let me go back. Let me put into this perspective. Do you feel like the newer guys are more skilled? They doing stuff I ain't never seen before. Step backs.
I think they're more skilled in making tough shots. But I think as far as like how basketball is played, no, I see what we said, Bees and JR.
Yeah, like
I see what they saying.
These dudes are doing all type of stuff.
Yeah, but can that be put into a game situation where you can win? You know, you can do all the step backs, all the cool crossovers for the highlights on YouTube, but you know, does that equal to, you know, being on the team, and can you survive doing that while on the team for 10+ years in the NBA?
What do you think the game is missing right now? Like you watching it from like the sideline at the crib just chilling. What you think the game is actually missing right now?
That's a good question. I think it's missing I can say it's missing some vets on some teams, not all the teams.
Okay.
Some good solid vets to help out young teams. You can say they missing bigs here and there, because nobody want to watch just a poster all the time unless you got that type of player. And I don't know.
I love basketball, G.
I mean, what you think is missing?
I think like I'm old. I'm 46, so like I'm from the era like the point guard, the 2 guard, the center, the power forward, and the small forward. I kind of wish they was back to like that, like in a sense.
Where everybody got their own
yeah,
position.
it's like you got Joker coming up, pulling up for threes. It's like it's like out of control, like a video game. Yeah, it's like no type of like.
But it does make the game a little bit more exciting for the newer fans.
Yeah,
but not for you.
Yeah. But that's like the newer fans are like the younger generation.
Yeah.
Like I went to my little cousin game the other day. It was like a fast break. He stops, comes back to the line and shoots a 3.
Did he make it?
No. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like crazy. Yeah. Like,
I think in that part of the game, that's where it gets ruined at. Instead of taking a layup, you want to shoot the 3. So that's where it gets kind of bad.
Do you ever feel like it's ever going to go back to like that power forward, small forward?
All it takes is one team to win that
What-
plays like that.
You talk about that plays like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a copycat.
It's
league.
a copycat league.
Yeah.
Basketball is a copycat sport. So it takes one team to win playing like that, and then everybody will start trying to stop that team. So in order to stop that team, you have to build your team similar to that.
I was thinking about this on the plane right over here. Do you feel like dynasties are over with? Like, because I think Golden State is done. I think it's over for them. And the Knicks, my Knicks, we won last night. We about to and shit clear, and we beat the Celtics to defend the chance. Celtics losing this year. Do you feel like dynasties are like a thing that's not going to happen anymore?
I don't think so. I think it still can happen. It'll take a team to be unselfish.
OKC.
Probably a couple of guys take some pay cuts, because if you give one person all the money, you can't build a team. So one or two guys take pay cuts. And that trickle down to somebody else maybe taking a pay cut so they can build a team and they stay together, they stay unselfish. The dynasties can still be around.
This OKC team, man, I ain't never seen nobody like Shea. It's like he's not been that fast.
He's smooth.
Yeah, it's like
He don't even sweat, do it.
Yeah, it's like he'd be like, and it's like he's not that fast. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he could get to anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, I know you won MVP, but do you feel like he's the face of the NBA?
That's a tough one.
He won the
know.
MVP.
But he's not in a big market.
Do you have to be in a big market to be the face of the NBA?
Business-wise. Because OKC, they're a small market team. Now, if he was in LA or something, for sure, basically. But OKC is kind of tough for that.
What do you think? What do you think about Ant Edwards?
You see the face of the league?
In the sense of, because like, I really thought, I don't want to say this, but it seemed like Shea and them dominated him this series, man. I ain't think he would go out like that. He like on every occasion, and it just seemed like maybe Shea had a team, but it seems like Shea's a better player than him.
I think OKC was the better team all around. Ant Edwards, man, he a dog. He's a real good player. I think just one of those situations where every dog has their day. Maybe it just wasn't his night. He takes some shots, or the low energy or something. It just every dog has his day. Now he just got to prove it next year. Go into the summer, work hard, do what he got to do, and come back stronger and better next year.
You played like in a different type of eras, like some dogs. Who's some of the guys that gave you like a problem?
Man, two guys that gave me problems: Zach Randolph and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Ooh,
those two guys don't get enough credit for like how really good they were.
Ooh,
those guys are. For one, I couldn't stop LaMarcus Aldridge for nothing. I couldn't.
He was so nice. He got the turnaround.
Portland, LaMarcus Aldridge. Not San Antonio. Portland, LaMarcus Aldridge.
When Brandon Roy was there.
Yeah, kind of before and after. Like when Dame got there too.
Okay.
And Zach Randolph, man, it was just a fight down there every single time. Like my whole thing was, if I can keep Zach Randolph with 10 rebounds, I'm good.
He's another like 2010 guy.
Yeah, easy.
Like he's unorthodox too though. Like if you look at Z-Bone, look at Al Jefferson, you're like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Man, them guys.
They don't even jump high. They just
mess around, give you 30 and 15 or something.
Easy 25, easy 25, 15.
Easy.
Man, he said LaMarcus Aldridge. He's so nice, man.
Yeah, those names, they don't get bought up a lot.
What you think about LeBron still playing like 20 years later?
It's amazing.
Are you like surprised?
Yes,
I'm definitely surprised.
Yes and no, because what he's doing is amazing to be 40 and still being able to do that. Because I know how my body feels, and I can't imagine how his body feels that he's still able to do all this stuff without having to deal with no injuries, no nagging, whatever, and he's still out there dominating. In a sense, to be 40 years old going into year 22, like that's nothing but like just wow. That's all you can really say is like, man, this guy's amazing. Man. How was he even created? Can
you see the Lakers? Can you see the Lakers causing some noise next year?
I can see it. They'll probably have to move some pieces around. Add some pieces. Do what they need to do. But when you have a guy like Luka Doncic on the team, man, that's automatic. Like your expectations is
he's sick.
Playoffs.
Yeah,
like I don't know about championship, but automatic like playoffs. must see TV, you know, top of the rankings. Like when you have Luka, you expect that.
I got to ask you because you played in the league for a while. The NBA lottery was a couple weeks ago. I was sitting home watching it. I was like, yo, this is crazy, dude. Do you think it can be set up like rigged or something? Because it was too like, that was the craziest thing. That was the craziest thing, yo.
I'm saying it's a business. You gotta do what's best for business. You know what I mean?
That sound like it could be rigged. Like yo, Derrick, I'm just saying that sound like no one that.
I mean, I don't want to say it's rigged, but you gotta do what's best for business. You know, you trade a guy like Luka.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta help Dallas out. They just traded a guy who probably made their economy so much money as far as like ticket sales, merchandise, Dallas. You know, you got the overseas people buying his jerseys and stuff. So it's a business.
Yeah, that was.
You gotta respect it though. You gotta respect it.
That was crazy though. What's the craziest thing you ever bought? Something that you bought and you be like, man, I've never bought this, man. My cousin, he bought this Maserati one time, and I think he paid like $125 for it, and then we had to trade it in. He got like $25,000 for it. He was sick.
Yeah, the craziest thing I bought was a Rolls Royce truck.
Okay,
that's the craziest thing I bought, and I was like, the same feeling like, why did I buy this? I don't really need it. You know, it's cool to have because of the, you know, the status of it.
Yeah.
You can stunt with it, but after a while, you're like, I can't park it nowhere. Can't really drive it like that. Costs a lot of money. Insurance costs a lot of money. The maintenance costs a lot of money. You know, I'm cool with a Ford truck. So I'm just going to get rid of it.
Do you feel like nowadays, is a lot of past NBA players, they have had issues with being broke, financial issues? Do you feel like nowadays these players will have a different mindset than the past NBA players because the amount of money they're making? Because
I was about to say, like,
no way in the world you could go broke
you
nowadays.
Go broke nowadays with the money they get. There's no way you can go broke.
It's crazy.
But I'll say, I think the players back then, I think the reason probably why they went broke is, one, they wasn't making a lot of money. I mean, they were making a lot of money. Like, I don't want to say it like that. They was making a lot of money, but we're not talking about the guys who were signing max contracts. We're talking about the guys who was making $2, $3, $4 million, which is a lot of money. But, you know, when inflation comes in, and then when you have a certain type of lifestyle that you're trying to keep up, and, you know, maybe investments with them, you know, business deals with them, you know. So, I mean, I think a lot of factors play into it, but today, there's no way you can go broke. All this money they make.
When you left Utah, tell us what happened with that. You was there for like probably close to like a decade, right?
I was there for like 9, 10 years.
Yeah, that had to be like, was it bittersweet?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely was. Yeah, I
mean, you was there for a minute.
I was there for a minute. I got traded to New Orleans, and I was happy. I was good in New Orleans, but I had a situation where my mom passed away.
Okay.
Like right after my game I had in New Orleans, she passed away, and it kind of like messed with me mentally.
Definitely understand.
And, you know, around that time you just want something that's comfortable, something that's familiar. So that's when I ended up going back to Utah.
Okay. And then after Utah, after you
Utah, I went to Oklahoma City.
You went to Oklahoma City. How was that?
It's kind of the same as getting traded to Utah for the first time.
Okay.
I had never been to Oklahoma City besides playing there. And
who's on that team with you?
Really the same team they got right now. Besides
you,
Shea was on there. Lou Dort was there.
Shea was on that team?
Yeah, Shea was on that team.
Oh, so you was around all of them?
Yeah,
how was that?
It doesn't surprise me that that team is that good, because the way that organization is ran and the way like how the coaches run the team and how the unselfish the players are, like I saw it. Like I didn't know when, but I was like, in the future, this is going to be a really good team.
Yeah, I remember like when they traded Shea for Paul George. I remember, my man called me. He's like, yo, that was the dumbest trade. My man, big Shea fan. He was like, he was telling me, he's from Brooklyn. He's like, I'm telling you, this kid Shea is the one. I was like, man, he's like, I'm telling you, G, he's way better than Paul George.
Yeah.
And like, look at what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is some time, patience. But I saw it though. I didn't know they was gonna be this good, this quick. But when I was there, I just seen how they ran everything and how unselfish the players were and how good they were. I was like, man, in a couple of years, these guys gonna be really good.
Let me ask you this. This is a dope question. You think that team could beat the James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant team? That Serge Ibaka. I think it was Serge Ibaka, Kendrick Perkins. Was James Harden on that team?
Yeah, he was on there.
Oh, he left.
Talking about when they went to the finals?
Yeah, when they played Miami. Was it Miami that year?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think just different styles of play.
Okay.
I mean, obviously around that time nobody was stopping Kevin Durant. James
Monster.
Harden was really good. Westbrook was good. Ibaka was good defensively and offensively. They had a good second unit. I don't know. It'll be a close game. It depends on how they guard Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Around that time, yeah. He was,
Young Kevin Durant.
yeah,
He was averaging like 30 back then.
yeah, he was a problem, man.
Like, what was your favorite city to play in?
I love playing in Miami, Dallas, Houston.
Ooh.
Love coming back home playing in Atlanta.
Okay.
Didn't do too good in New York. I love going to the city, but
No, New York is a different place to like.
yeah,
Like playing. Like explain that. Explain how difficult it is playing in New York though.
no, it's definitely difficult because you got the fans there. Then you got the whole culture.
Popping out there.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I saw that when I was in Jersey.
Yeah.
Like when I was in Jersey my rookie year, man, our games was empty.
Wow.
Like I could hear somebody talking on the other side of the court in the stands that when we played the Knicks,
Mhm.
like it was just sold out. So that culture, the fans, the expectations, you can say the pressure, like it's the real thing.
Who's some of your favorite teammates you play with?
I played a lot of good teammates. Like I say, all the guys I named with Utah.
Okay.
Also, Gordon Hayward played with him too.
Ooh, Gordon Hayward. Oh, nice.
Gordon Hayward.
Oh my God, Gordon Hayward was so nice, G.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Remember how nice he was?
He was nice. I was on the team with him. I saw it. I played with Joe Johnson too.
Ooh.
Joe Johnson, Boris Diaw.
Ooh, Boris Diaw. Boris Diaw. Yo, he's another one. He don't get a lot of credit too, though. Boris Diaw can hoop.
Huh? I'm gonna throw some names to you. Of my teammates I had: Mo Williams.
That's my guy.
Oh,
That's my guy. He at Jackson State.
yeah, him. Damari Carroll.
Carroll.
Who else? George Hill. No,
George-
this is with Utah.
George Hill was on. Oh, he was on Utah. He got like.
Well,
Don't he
yeah.
got like a whole? He got like a whole bunch of ranches and
Yeah,
stuff.
like a plant, whatever he got.
Yeah,
down
he
in
got
San
animals
Antonio.
and everything
Yeah,
out there.
like a big farm.
George Hill was.
Yeah, him. Then I went to New Orleans. Randy Ingram,
Ooh.
Lonzo Ball,
Ooh.
JJ Redick,
Ooh.
Zion. His rookie year.
Yo, I think Zion could be the best player in the league, yo.
Good.
Yo,
He could.
he never been to the playoffs yet.
Get himself together.
Yo, he's
Good.
so. He make everything look so easy.
Yeah. I
Like,
didn't even say Donovan Mitchell.
ooh,
Rudy.
when you played with Donovan Mitchell? Oh, he was on Utah. I'm
Utah.
tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh.
Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles. I love Joe.
Joe could
I
shoot
love
that
Joe.
thing.
I love Joe. Who else?
Oh, you play with some hitters.
Yeah, I played with some guys.
Shaq be on Rudy Gobert though.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, shout out to Shaq, that's my guy. Yo, Shaq be on
Shaq
Rudy.
be killing them. I be seeing this song. I don't
Shaq-
see all of them. Yeah, I see
He
some of
killing him, G. Shaq, he like, ever since like Draymond like choked him up. You seen that? Ever since Draymond choked him up, Shaq just been killing him, G. Like, but to be Rudy solid though,
them.
man.
Rudy solid. Rudy good, man.
Like, he do
Rudy
what
one
he
of those players that if he's on the other team, you gonna laugh at him, pick on him, but you would love to have him on your team.
Yeah,
because
man.
You know you got a guy back there that's gonna grab all the rebounds, that's gonna block all the shots, that's gonna set all the screens. But when you're going against him, you know that's when all the jokes come in.
Yeah, I got to record this part though real fast because I'll be having this conversation with everybody, and this is the very important part of the segment. And you from Atlanta,
Yeah.
so out of all the states, what state got the best basketball players?
Georgia.
You got Georgia over LA,
Yeah, I'm from Georgia. I'm always had Georgia.
so you trying to say Georgia got the best NBA basketball players?
I mean, nah, because LA a bigger state. LA, well, California's a bigger state. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a bigger state. Like Georgia's a football state. Football
Okay.
and baseball.
Okay,
But we got some heavy hitters.
Okay,
from
okay,
Georgia
okay.
That made it to the NBA.
I like having that conversation because it's so like geographical and it's a lot of hoopers from Georgia, yo.
Yeah, it is.
Like if you go down the list, like Ant Edwards, there's some hoopers from Georgia. Dwight Howard,
Yeah. Dwight, Lou Will.
Lou Will so nice.
Who else from Georgia? Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Ooh.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Ooh.
Colin Sexton.
I don't know. I don't know about Jaylen Brown no more though, man.
What you mean?
I just don't feel like. I mean, after we beat them, I'm listen. I expect more from Jaylen Brown and them, man. I just do. I expect them like I expect more from that Celtics team. Like I really expected more from Jaylen Brown too, though.
Yeah.
To me, it's like he's supposed to turn up another notch. Like Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
To me, he the best point guard in the league.
Yeah,
I was arguing about. I was like, yo,
yeah.
this may sound crazy. I think he better than Ja. Yo,
Skill wise, I can see that. Yeah.
if I'm drafting a basketball team, if I'm drafting a player, I'm probably gonna pick Tyrese over Ja, yo. Like you
But
see what he's been.
Ja gonna bring in the tickets.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a business. You gotta remember, it's a business. It's a business.
Man, that's cool if you want to like sell some
It's a
tickets,
business. It's a
but
business.
he's doing.
I see exactly what you do. Yeah. I mean, from a basketball standpoint, yes, but you trying to sell?
Yo, he was like that. He didn't even make the All-Star team this year.
You did?
Nah, only one that made the All-Star team was Pascal.
I think in the past year he showed flashes of that. I think
Like-
this year was probably a down year for him until the playoffs.
And he did play a lot on the Dream Team. So he was like the last person on the bench on the Dream Team. They said he was overrated.
So that's motivation.
So-
Taking it out on the Knicks.
Taking out every. He taking out everybody though. You see what we did to Cleveland?
That's all we did to the Knicks.
Man, first we still in it. Let's just be clear. We still in it. We you know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
I'm just saying though. But no, I think even let's stay on him for a minute. Well, even with him, I think he's turned his game up.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah,
the playoffs make you into a superstar. Do you think he's a superstar?
Not yet. For what the
Ooh.
meaning is of being a superstar, not yet. For what they say a superstar is.
I had skipped on my little Rafe Alston on the show the other day. He said Jalen Brunson wasn't a superstar. They went off on him in New York. Do you feel like who do you feel like is like a superstar? 'Cause you've been in the league, you know
Yeah.
how it is. And to the league, so we have a different terminology with it.
I mean, I guess like a superstar would be somebody like LeBron, right? For that definition of what they're saying, like LeBron, you can say Luka.
You consider
Jokic.
HGA a
Yeah,
superstar?
you can bring him into that now. Got to get an MVP. You can bring him into that. I think like Jalen Brunson and Tyrese, they stars, but I don't know if they super.
What about Jason Tatum?
Oh man.
Nah, look, you saying yeah, thinking about it. I'm telling you.
I'm saying from a basketball standpoint.
I'm telling you, it's a different. People look at stuff differently. People look at certain players like Jason Tatum. He's a star, but he's not a superstar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still a business. It's still a
Like,
business. So like he's like right there up under the.
You consider Anthony Edwards a superstar?
No, I say he's a star.
See what I mean? That's what
I don't know if
you
he's a superstar
you consider
yet.
Anthony Edwards a superstar? See what I mean?
I mean, I'm just.
Nah, but when you played in the league, but when you played in the league, you look at it totally different. When I be asking the league players things, they be like, superstar G. They be like, he's a star, but
I mean, you can tell like
yeah, man,
you can
it's
tell,
a
like, the
difference.
superstars when you walk out and you see all the fans like just going,
Like Steph Curry.
like Steph Curry, like
Okay.
just going crazy.
Okay.
You're like, yeah, he a superstar. Like the stars, they still get whatever they just do, but the superstars, that's on a whole nother level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hooping?
No more.
You done?
I'm done.
Like it looked like you still playing. I like because when I was Googling, I was like, "Damn, he's still playing." It's like
Nah,
you
I played again last year. That was my last
Okay.
year. Yeah, but right now, man, I'm giving my focus to my kids.
When did you realize? When did you realize it was over?
Last year. Last year, I went down to the G League just to get that last little itch out because I knew I wasn't getting back in the league. That was a long shot. So just to get that last little itch out my system. And when I was down there playing, I had fun, but I was like, yeah, this ain't it no more for me.
It seemed like get back in the league now.
It is.
Like seem like once you out now. I know so many players that's like they'd rather go over there like Joe Young. Yeah. Like even like Patrick Beverly, he trying to get back in the league now.
Yeah, it's over with. I think after you hit a certain age and they kind of phase you out the league, unless you got a good relationship with the team or with the organization, I think after that, man, they done, especially if the team trying to go young.
Like a Udonis Haslem situation.
Yeah, if you got a good relationship with the organization, they might let you stick around for a couple of years. But nowadays, it's easier for a younger player to get in the league than it is for a vet. Compared
Because of the money?
Compared to back then,
Yeah.
when you was a fan, or
Yeah.
your era, it was easier for an older player to stay in the league than a younger player. So it just kind of switched.
Who you like right now? Who's some of your favorite players?
To watch,
Yeah.
I like watching OKC. I like
Okay,
watching, I
okay.
like watching Shea.
Okay.
Because I still know them.
Okay.
I just played on that team.
Yeah.
So still kind of fresh for me. So I like watching them. I like watching Minnesota.
Okay. You like those like the small market teams too.
Yeah, I mean guys who I'm
Yeah.
on the team with. I
Yeah.
like to just always watch them and keep up with them. So I still watch New Orleans. Still watch Utah.
Okay.
I watch the Hawks. Of course, I'm gonna watch the Lakers. But whoever team I was on or teammates, I always watch them.
What you think Atlanta need to do?
The Hawks.
Yeah.
Might be time to rebuild. Rebuild around.
Would get rid of Trae Young?
Nah, I think you keep Trae Young.
You think he like that?
Yeah. I think he just got to build around him. Like find the right pieces, find the right players. Because Quinn Snyder, he was my coach.
Yeah.
Utah.
He's Utah.
So
yeah,
I think they got a good coaching staff. I just think they need to, just rebuild around him. Just clean the roster, and just rebuild around him.
It's crazy. A couple years ago, Atlanta was in the playoffs a couple years ago. Like about
They were.
yeah, they was.
Yeah, they was.
It's like,
Yeah. It's just other teams got better.
yeah, man. It's crazy how the NBA is so weird. You could be there 1 year, the next year is like it's a wrap.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make those trades.
Like Anthony was talking on the other day. They was on him about this. He made a statement. He was like, he not really sad that they lost. He's like, because he figured like they'd be back. I don't think it's even that simple.
It's not.
Like,
It's
like
not, man.
the West gonna get better. Denver gonna be better next year. You know what I'm trying to say? The Clippers gonna be better next year.
Yeah, a lot of teams gonna be better. Dallas gonna be better.
Dallas
next
gonna
year.
be better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Minnesota might make a trade or two, and next thing you know, they're not having the same success. So
yeah, he said that like we'll be back. I was like, man, he don't understand.
yeah, so
Yeah, G. Like it's hard to like go back to back to back and just like. But Minnesota been to the final 2 years in a row. This is their second year
second year in a row.
This is the second year in a row.
Yeah. So obviously teams gonna get better to match them.
Do you feel like it's better for a small market team to win the championship for the league? Because Denver won. When they won, it's like nobody even thought about them. Like nobody even talked about.
I think it's better for like basketball fans.
Okay.
Like fans of the NBA fans of basketball, I think it's good for them, but for the overall business, I don't know. I mean, OKC or the Lakers win.
Okay.
Which one gonna, or OKC or the Knicks win? Which one gonna be better for the overall?
Definitely be better if New York win. Let's just be clear. Like, yo, let me tell you something right now about New Yorkers. Let me keep it real with y'all though. The New Yorkers are going crazy. We ain't even win nothing yet. Like they beat people up, tying people up, throwing them out the roof. Like, yo, they doing all type of stuff. Like, from New York, but I live in Houston, Texas. My father called me. He's like, they going crazy out here. We won the second round. They going crazy out there over the second round, G. Like, they shutting school down and everything.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, it's like that.
Yes. The Knicks have not won a championship since like the 70s, yo. You don't understand. Nah, this is emotional, G. Like,
y'all this close.
yeah, man, but y'all don't understand how I feel. They haven't, like, it's just like, since the 70s. Like, it's some people that have never seen the Knicks even this far ever. I don't, like, they a couple years ago, they played the Rockets, like, in the 90s, but this is different, man. Like,
I get that feeling.
nobody's seen, like, we feel some type of way, G.
I felt that way when the Falcons played the Patriots.
See?
The Super Bowl, that was up, what was 21-3?
Yeah.
I
See?
felt that same pain, so I know what you mean, man.
You like, dag, you just, and stuff like that is good for the city.
It is.
It brings the city together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? My man Willie here, he got one of the dopest lines out right now. Before we get you up out of here, he's gonna present you with something.
Appreciate it, man.
Basketball career, NBA career, man. Overall, man. Make this. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna put you on the spot before we get you up out of here. Always, man. Teamwork make the dream work. Then I'm gonna put you on the spot before we get you up out of here. You gotta give me your all-time starting five.
NBA history?
Yeah. Yeah, I got two segments for you. We do that one first, and then I give you a second one. I gotta pick your brain.
I'm gonna go Penny Hardaway,
Mm.
Kobe Bryant,
Okay.
Tracy McGrady,
Ooh.
Kevin Garnett,
Mm.
and Hakeem Olajuwon.
You got Hakeem?
I say that because I know everybody picked the same list where they say Jordan, Shaq. So I went and got guys who I think you compete against.
Yo,
Everybody else
Hakeem is super nice though.
He was.
Hakeem is super nice. Super
He
nice.
was.
Word?
He was, man.
Yo, he killed Pat Ewing that year in the finals, G. I was like in high school. I was pissed. Yo, Pat Ewing couldn't do nothing with him, G.
Yeah, dude
Like-
was good, man. He was like 7'1" too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hakeem?
Nah, he ain't that tall. He like 7'1".
7'1"?
No, because Ralph Sampson like 7'4".
Yeah, Ralph Sampson was
Yeah,
7'4",
and Ralph way taller than Hakeem.
yeah.
I think Hakeem might be like 6'10". He like a power forward size. He might be that size.
Might be.
You know what I mean? But he nice.
Yeah, he's nice. He was nice.
Give me your Georgia starting five. Best plays out of Georgia.
Ooh, they're gonna start an argument.
Shout out to my boy Javaris Crenton, my G.
Lars Critton, that's my guy, man. That's
He
my
was
guy.
so nice.
He was, man. He was. He just had a good Netflix
Yeah,
special.
I watched it the other day. He's supposed to come on the show today. That's my guy. He played with my cousin Mike when they played with the Wizards.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, Javaris, man.
Some heaters in Georgia.
So for the point guard, this for the old school guys. They always talk about this guy named Octavius Spain. I think this is Octavius Spain or Octavius Thomas. Octavius Thomas, I'm sorry. Back in 91. So
Okay.
I'm going to put him at the point. At the 2, I'm going to put Lou Will.
Ooh,
At the 3,
killer.
I'm going to put this guy named Vincent Banks.
Vincent Banks?
Vincent Banks.
I ain't even heard of him.
I know you have.
Where he from?
He from Atlanta. He from my high school.
He must be nice if you putting him above.
Yeah,
threes
yeah. I tell everybody.
Javaris nice with some threes.
I tell everybody I'm the second best. I'm the second best player to come from my high school.
Okay.
He was better. So I'm gonna put Vincent Banks at the 3. I'm gonna put myself at the 4.
Okay.
And I'll put Dwight at the 5.
Dwight Howard's so nice.
Yeah.
Young Dwight Howard with the Superman cape on.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody never seen nothing like him.
Mm-mm.
He don't get his flowers either though.
Nah. But I'm gonna put Javaris as the 6th man off of me.
Yeah, and him, Javaris and Dwight Howard went to school together, right?
Yep.
There's some ballers out of Georgia though. Like it's definitely some ballers out of Georgia. My brother, man, I appreciate you checking with us.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Much
Thank you.
legend,
Thank you,
man. We gotta give you your flowers, man.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm trying to say? When I do the shows, I always try to give the legends their flowers. Y'all gotta understand the impact y'all have on the culture. You know what I mean? We remember. You know what I'm trying to say? Nobody, you know what I mean? So we remember the impact that y'all had on the culture, and I had to give you your flowers while we in town. I definitely appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? We up out of here, Atlanta. Peace out.